History is not just a collection of dates, it is a repository of ghosts, choices, and secrets. What connects a 3,000-year-old Egyptian face preserved in natron to a teenage girl falling 2 miles through the Amazon sky and surviving against all odds? From the silent, 2,500-year-old braids of an Atacama woman to the harrowing, whispered tragedies within the barbed wire of Auschwitz, our past is filled with extraordinary fragments of human defiance, brutal mob justice, and bizarre royal protocols. These are the forgotten moments that shaped our world, the shocking, the beautiful, and the haunting truths left behind in the shadows of time.
Welcome to Open History Channel. Be sure to subscribe and like so you don't miss out on more video like this one.
Nature alone preserved this 500 BC Atacama woman, keeping her long braids intact for 2,500 years. Once a museum icon, she was removed in 2007 to honor the ancestral rights of her local community. In 1857, Alexander Hessler captured a raw human Lincoln. His messy hair and natural gaze reveal the brilliant mind of a future leader. In 1945, Lee Rogers and John Todd sat emaciated but free after 4 years in Santo Tomas. Fact: starvation rations nearly broke them, but liberation by MacArthur's forces turned survival into a final act of defiance. This new kingdom elite face, preserved by the alchemy of natron and resin, bridges the gap between golden monuments and biological reality, keeping the human connection to the ancient Nile alive for 3,000 years. In 1935, Padang women brought their traditions to a London hotel. Their card game captured a rare and striking blend of two distant worlds. In April 1945, British troops in Arnhem took cover as the war neared its end. These men, huddled at a scarred corner, remind us that the road to peace was paved by those fighting until the final hour. In 1943, 17-month-old Denise Rapper was deported to Auschwitz. Too young for labor, she was sent directly to the gas chambers upon arrival, a tragic example of the systematic targeting of children during the Holocaust. In 1983, Jennifer Beals' cut sweatshirt became an icon. This accidental style defined the fashion of the decade. On January 27, 1945, the Red Army liberated 7,500 survivors at Auschwitz, including 500 children. This day exposed the systematic atrocities of a camp where over 1 million people had been murdered. In 1974, Egypt issued a valid passport to the 3,000-year-old mummy of Ramses II so he could fly to France. Fact: his occupation was listed as king, deceased, and he received a full military welcome upon landing in Paris. Billy the Kid, born Henry McCarty, was a 19th-century outlaw central to the Lincoln County War. Credited with 9 kills before his death at 21, he was shot by Sheriff Pat Garrett in Fort Sumner in 1881. Ancient African communities used rituals to treat the psychological wounds of war long before modern PTSD medicine. These transitions and healing ceremonies aim to restore communal and spiritual balance. In 1980, Goldie Hawn became a producer and star. Her success in 1980 redefined the power of women in Hollywood. Tarring and feathering was a brutal 12th century ritual of mob justice. Fact: mobs used boiling pine tar and feathers to physically scar and socially ruin victims, turning them into public pariahs. The last known thylacine Benjamin died at Hobart Zoo on September 7, 1936, following her capture by Elias Churchill. Her death marked the official extinction of this unique marsupial apex predator. In 1925, Frederick Glazier filmed The Spark Circus. This image documents the professional life of clowns in the era. In 1971, 17-year-old Julianne Kupka survived a 2-mile fall from a lightning-struck plane while strapped to her seat. She then navigated the Amazon for 10 days, a feat of survival against impossible odds. In the 1910 Alabama expedition, Ivar Iverson and Einar Mikkelsen survived 28 months in the Greenland wilderness. Their recovery of lost records proved Greenland was a single landmass, redrawing the maps of the Arctic. In 2027, explore the cultural heritage of South Sudan's indigenous communities, including the Mundari and Toposa. These groups maintain ancient pastoral traditions and unique social structures in one of Africa's most diverse landscapes. On Sept 19, 1777, Morgan's riflemen faced a tactical retreat at Saratoga after being outflanked. This watercolor captures the intensity of frontier warfare, where precision was as vital as survival itself. In 1993, Jerry Seinfeld's private life drew global headlines. His legal but controversial relationship defined the era. Charlie, the last shunting horse at Newmarket, retired in the 1960s, marking the end of an era. In 1920, 19,000 horses worked British rails, a vital living engine before full mechanization took hold. In 1957, Joan Bradshaw represented Hollywood style. This image documents the professional image of stars in the era. Alcide Capetin, the female Sandow, was a 19th-century strongwoman and aerialist. At 5'3", she boasted 15.5-inch arms, rivaling male icons while blending gymnastics with weightlifting to redefine femininity. At the 1791 siege of Seringapatam, Tipu Sultan defended Mysore with advanced weaponry. His forces utilized iron-cased rockets and high-quality gunpowder, supported by a sophisticated industrial workforce at Ichapur. Barak Fizman was a young carpenter, until Auschwitz stripped his name and gave him number 24223. Fact: he died at 19, with no family left to mourn, leaving only fragments to prove his life mattered. Chief John Smith, also known as White Wolf, was an Ojibwe leader from Minnesota. Though his age was recorded as 137, modern researchers suggest it was likely closer to 100, reflecting the complexities of 19th-century records. In 2024, scientists reconstructed the face of Shanidar Z, a Neanderthal woman from 75,000 years ago. Her crushed skull, found in Iraq, was rebuilt from 200 pieces to reveal an intimate, human-like appearance. In 1957, Brigitte Bardot filmed La Parisienne. This image documents her global influence on cinema and style in the era. Jean Kennedy Smith, 1928-2020, the last sibling of JFK, was a pivotal diplomat. As U.S. ambassador to Ireland, she played a crucial role in the Northern Ireland peace process, leaving a lasting legacy. In 1996, Hillary Clinton met Donald Trump and his sons at the White House. This image documents a rare social moment in the era. Tutankhamun, the boy king, was the son of Pharaoh Akhenaten and his biological sister, the younger lady. His brief reign focused on reversing his father's religious revolution and restoring Egypt's old gods. Bette Davis redefined acting across 6 decades. From Jezebel to All About Eve, her complex roles document the power of a cinematic icon. In 1878, Chief Aguila of the Southern Utes asserted ancestral rights to New Mexico grazing lands. A pragmatic compromise with the Hall brothers turned a tense standoff into a lasting peaceful trade relationship. In 1943, British sappers used the Moasker stocks to master diffusing mines by touch alone. This rigorous 4-day course prepared them for the lethal, pitch-black reality of nighttime minefield clearance. In 1983, Michael Jackson and John Landis created Thriller. This project documented the fusion of cinema and music media. In 1996, Australia destroyed 650,000 guns. This reform followed the tragic Port Arthur massacre. The Lovers of Valdaro are two Neolithic skeletons found in 2007 near Mantua, Italy. Buried 6,000 years ago in a face-to-face embrace, they represent a rare, ritualized expression of human connection and grief. In 1926, Greta Garbo posed with Leo the Lion. This image documents the early branding of a Hollywood icon at MGM. In 1966, pilot Victor Vizcarra survived a harrowing ejection as his F-105 crashed into a mountain. Rescued from the North Vietnamese jungle, his story is a testament to the grit of Vietnam-era aviators. In 1920, a 9th Avenue L train derailed at 53rd Street, Manhattan, after a motorman took a sharp curve at excessive speed. The car plunged to the street, killing 12 and sparking a transit safety revolution. In 1944, a Roman woman inspected a soldier's kilt. This image documents a rare cultural exchange during the liberation. In 1872, 9-year-old Clara Whitmore defended her Montana homestead from raiders. By hiding her brother and using local folklore to spook the intruders, she saved their lives through sheer wit. On his 64th birthday, we honor Steve Irwin. His work in wildlife conservation documents a lifelong mission to protect nature. In 2009, Brittany Murphy died suddenly. Months later, her husband died in the same house, documenting a tragic Hollywood mystery. In 1647, Prince Aurangzeb returned Balkh to the Uzbeks after Nizar Muhammad's submission. This diplomatic exchange marked the end of the Mughal Central Asian Campaign, a costly bid for Timurid ancestral lands. In 1885, Sitting Bull joined Buffalo Bill's show. This image documents a rare meeting between a warrior and a showman. In 1908, the high jump reached new heights. This image documents the early techniques of the London Olympic Games. In the 1880s, the Qajar court clowns in Iran were more than jesters. They were bold satirists. Nasir al-Din Shah's court used these entertainers to balance the absolute power of the monarchy with humor. In 2021, Nicole Smith Ludwig stood atop the Burj Khalifa. This stunt documented the daring spirit of modern advertising. In 1930, workers built the Empire State Building. This image documents the fearless spirit of the men who shaped New York. In 1945, Nazi nurses Hilda Wernicke and Helene Wieczorek were guillotined for murdering thousands. Fact: they used lethal injections on patients at Oberwalde, turning healthcare into a killing machine. In 2001, Caroline Kennedy volunteered at Ground Zero for 3 weeks, serving first responders in private. She honored her family's legacy not through cameras, but through quiet, dedicated service. In 1838, Louis Daguerre captured the first photo of a human. While the busy Parisian street appears empty due to a 10-minute exposure, a man getting his shoes shined stood still long enough to be immortalized. In 1989, the Berlin Wall fell. This moment documented the end of the Cold War and the reunification of a divided nation. In Iran, Amineh Bahrami became a symbol of courage after a 2004 acid attack. Blinded and scarred for refusing a proposal, she fought a landmark legal battle. Choosing mercy over the eye for an eye retribution, she won. Whether looking into the eyes of a young, unpolished Abraham Lincoln, or tracing the tragic fate of a child whose name was replaced by a number, a singular truth emerges. We are bound by an unbreakable human thread. Across centuries, continents, and cultures, from the ancient Nile to the ruins of Berlin, humanity has constantly navigated the extremes of cruelty and compassion, destruction and survival. These stories remind us that while empires crumble and technologies evolve, our fundamental struggle to endure, to connect, and to remember remains unchanged. In the end, we do not just study history, we look into a mirror that reflects exactly who we are.
Thanks for watching. Got an idea for a forgotten era I should explore? Drop it in the comments. I'd love to make it.